Hello everybody, Kitthesoulless here, and today I'm going to go over something that's going to be a little bit more emotional than usual. Because today, I want to go over the topic of the furry community. And by that I mean everything from how I wound up in this weird little community of ours to, well, some things I've been seeing recently that have me a little bit concerned. See, I've been in this community for going on 20 years now. I started exploring what it meant to me to be a furry when I was 10 years old back in '98. Back when dial-up was the fastest internet I could get, and saving a picture alone was a bit of a chore. When I cherished every moment I had to spend on things like AnthroChat or Furcadia. Because honestly, these were the only ways I could communicate with the people of a community I had fallen in love with. I initially came to the furry community because I was an outcast everywhere else. I was looking for a place to belong. And oh boy did I find it. I was drawn in by the art, but it was honestly the people that I met and the friends that I made when I first joined that got me to stay. For me, being a furry has shaped so much of my life. It's given me the strength and the courage to be who I am. I owe so much to the art, the literature, and the very culture that surrounds this community. Being a furry is one of the reasons I was able to come out of the closet when I was younger. It taught me to be proud of who I am, despite what society thinks. It's taught me how to be social in situations where I would usually have shied away. And it's helped me learn to stay calm when people are judging me or accusing me without ever really knowing who I am. It's because being a furry has been so much a part of my life that it worries me now when I look at things that are going on in this community. The way that people are seeking out reasons to hate rather than reasons to accept their fellow furs. I see all the stigma, the politics, and the labels that have wound up finding their way into our community, and it actually makes me a little ashamed to admit that I am a furry. Where has the community that I loved so much gone? Has it died, leaving only flashes and embers in the minds of those who could remember the good old days? Or is it lost? Buried beneath our hatred and self-loathing, just waiting to be found again. I refuse to believe that the community that I loved so much has died. So now, all there is left is to find it again. We need to set aside our differences and learn to accept each other again. Things like ethnicity, politics, and religion are things of the human world that we all have to suffer through. They should be checked at the door. They should melt away like the ice from a frigid heart when you decide to embrace the warmth of something fuzzy. No matter how fractured or divided we are, I believe there's always hope to see our community pulled together and made whole again. So to that end, I want to end this video with a poem, one that was offered to me when I was younger, that helped me to see just what it means to be a furry. Furry, by Croc of Tiger Muck. If the true meaning of furry you wish to understand, you must think in terms of paw and not hand. You must release your mentality from society's cage, for furry prefers no race, sex, persuasion, or age. You must sort through the hype and the exploitation, because to be furry needs no justification. It is to reach out and embrace the unknown, to be surrounded by friends, and yet still be alone. It's not a gimmick or a political movement. It's nothing so pretentious as a method of improvement. It's only to seek solace in the presence of friends, for when one is furry, the search never ends. It's sometimes to be controlled by one's own emotions. It is often to be unsure of depths of devotion. It is the sweet pain of impossible dreams. And it's never quite as close or as far as it seems. It is feelings being known without words being spoken. And it's the inevitable occasional heart being broken. It's the type of love that now seems cliché. It's experience gained from having learned the hard way. It's a smurgle, a fuzzle, a rumble or purr. It's scales and whiskers and tails and fur. It's what we are, not outside but within. It's the binding force that makes us all kin. It's a howling greeting to friends held dear, or a bristling growl when confronted by fear. It's a friendly lick or scritch to show that we care. It's a deep understanding, a compassion that's rare. So if what it means to be furry you still don't comprehend, then consider this advice, my curious friend. If you're willing to respect that which you don't understand, then come take my paw, and I'll take your hand.